This is Steve with Taking It Slow, and going to talk today about our Macerator pump we put in. So on this video, I'm going to show what I've done for their waste, getting rid of it. We used to have a fifth wheel, so that when you're doing it with our fifth wheel, we know that this connection is much higher from the ground. But being it's in a fifth wheel and it has to be routed, it has to go through the floor, and floor is always closer to the ground. The other thing we'll come into is the pickups, or the waste that you hook into in the RV parks. I've been into several of them where they're 6 inches, 9 inches, almost a foot above the ground level. And so getting these things to drain, it doesn't happen because the waste is having to go uphill. So when we purchased this rig about 8 months ago, I came in and installed an aftermarket Macerator. It's one from Thetford. So it hooks directly into the standard fitting that your waste hose would have fitted in. And so versus running down, we should have went through the hole in the floor there to come out. I routed it so the hose comes up and over, and then it just snakes right on over to the waste dump. What I love about this is it will pump the fluid uphill even if the pickup, your ground connection point, if it's up 6 inches, 9 inches off the ground, this thing still will pump everything through the system, and it works just fine. This also came, let's see if you can see it. Yes, and I'm cleaning the tank. It's got a clear elbow right there we used. It's like a 22-degree turn, so that it works for us. So right now we're filling the tank. It works great. I've mounted this here. I have not put the wire in a loom yet. Mounted the switch right here, on-off switch for it, and it absolutely works fantastic. There was no power, insufficient power in this bay, so I took a wire, ran it up, went into the middle of the RV, and it goes back, behind the duals, the tires, and that's where the battery compartment is, right there where all the power is. So I ran a wire back there, and just before I plugged in, that's where the fuse is also. So if this wire or anything else has an issue between here and the pump, that fuse back there will pick it up and blow, and it'll take care of that problem. But yeah, go ahead and we just simply, you fill your tank up like you normally do with a flush. Pull the black valve, flip the pump on, and it pumps out great. And right now I am doing a fill on the tank, so I'm going to pause this and then I'll start it back up to show you that process. Absolutely works fantastic. Can't imagine being without this pump. It makes life so much easier. So I'm going to go ahead and pause. So in this RV, I have a 45-gallon black tank. So I use an inline here flow meter to tell me just how much I've pumped in. So you get this upside down, so sorry about that. That's just the way the gauges is. I've just now a little over 35 gallons. And so I'll run it right about 35 and then 40, and I'll go ahead and I'll do a dump. So a dump's very simple. Pull the gate, turn the pump on, you get the hose jumped because it's pressurized, but you can sit here, and I won't put the camera directly up to it, but because of that clear elbow, I can watch that, and you can see when you've done a good dump, and it's clear enough to say, okay, I have done a proper flush of the tank. Once I've done that, then I go ahead and I'll pull the gray valve after you shut this off, open the gray, and do that to kind of wash out the system with the gray water instead. But if you can hear it, probably can. That's just how noisy the pump is. Very quiet, very easy to use, and that's what she is. So that's the pup. Like I said, it's a Thetford. Works fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. So hope that works for you. Thank you.